to remember that a few years ago there was a terrorist. His name was Mohammed Miller. He was doing an attack against Jewish people in France. It was extremely violent. He barricaded himself, and the French special forces came at this time and fight him heavily. And what is interesting in that is, according to the investigators, the terrorists who perpetrated the attacks in Paris on Friday, some of them, or at least one of them who claimed responsibility, knew Mera, this terrorist who barricaded himself a few years ago and who wanted to die and who was waiting for the French police. So we don't know at this moment currently who are the people who are fighting the police forces. It's not, according to our investigators, regular police forces. It's an elite team like the special forces in America, and it's still going on at this moment. The Red, we call them the Red, is on site, and they're exchanging fire with some individuals.
Laura, for those of us not as familiar with this area, with this northern suburb of Saint-Denis, where is this in relationship to everything else that has transpired there in Paris over the last few days? In fact, actually, Laura, do stand by for me. Richard Engel, our chief foreign correspondent, is on the line right now. Richard, again, at this point, all we've heard is that there's some sort of large police operation underway. We've heard the gunfire there in the suburb. Where are you right now?
I am in that suburb. I am looking at the police right now. They have their guns drawn. They are wearing their flak jackets, their tactical vests. I have heard several bursts of gunfire just in the last few seconds, in fact. The police have surrounded the area. There was a helicopter in the sky that we cannot see, but which we can hear. The police have flashlights. They have search warrants. When cars approach, the police are raising their weapons. They are pointing their flashlights at the vehicles to tell them to back off. This situation does not appear to be over yet. Some press are just starting to arrive now, and the police are trying to create a cordon. But again, there is some gunfire on one of the side streets here. It very much seems like this is a raid, a situation that is ongoing. I'm looking at an ambulance right now. A police officer is telling me to get back. This is in that suburb, just a few minutes outside of Paris. We left Paris when we heard about these reports, and it only took us about 10 or 15 minutes to get here. So this is very close to the center of the city. And the police are once again shining their searchlights at the building, trying to figure out what is happening in this raid and if there are other people in the area.
Again, for folks who are just joining us right now, it is just after 6 a.m. in Paris, France. Breaking news there. Reports of heavy gunfire in the northern suburb of Saint-Denis. That is where the Stade de France is located. Richard Engel on the phone right now can hear the gunfire. He sees the police officers there, weapons drawn, wearing tactical vests. He can hear a helicopter as well, an ongoing situation. Richard, the Associated Press reporting that this is most likely linked to a ninth suspect. Any insight on that?
That is very possible. We have not been in a position to talk to the police. They are very much involved in this operation right now. Anyone who approaches them gets a flashlight in the face and a drawn weapon. So all I'm able to see right now is that there are dozens of police officers scanning the area with their searchlights. They have set up a cordon with their cars blocking the roads. I can hear what sounds like one, perhaps more helicopters in the sky. And in the distance, there are ambulances that have been brought in. I saw someone earlier wearing protective gear that looked like he might be a member of the bomb squad. And there have been, what I could hear is 2 or 3 bursts of gunfire. Couldn't tell if it was an exchange of gunfire, but heard a few bursts, each one 2 or 3 seconds long, about 5 minutes in between them.
Richard, what's the suburb like, and where is it in relationship to all that has been transpiring there in Paris over the past few days?
It is a suburb. It is right next to the main church, the main basilique in this area, as it is called. It is not very far from central Paris. When we heard about this report, which was about an hour ago, we quickly got into our vehicles and came here. It's the middle of the night now. It's just starting to be early morning, so there's not a lot of traffic in the roads. And driving quickly, it took us about 10, 15 minutes to get here. It is a residential area. It is, because of the time of the day, everything is closed. There are no people on the streets except for the reporters who are now starting to arrive on the scene, being kept back by the police. It is a suburb, but it is almost like its own town, a built-up area, very much a commercial district, and now very much the site of a police presence, a police search with, I can see the flashing lights in the distance of rescue vehicles. Police now in front of me. He is pointing his pistol at a car, waving at him, shining a flashlight. He has an automatic pistol. You might be able to hear him screaming, "Stop, stop." The driver is very much nervously turning around. Another officer with a long weapon turning these cars telling the cars to go away. So the police trying to protect themselves, nervous that there could be someone else approaching with hostile intent. Now someone got out of the car and the police are rushing to him and they want to know who he is. Very possible he has no involvement at all, but police are not taking any chances.
Richard, I'm not sure if this is discernible from your vantage point. Does it appear as if these special forces, as if these police officers have a particular building surrounded? Do they have several buildings surrounded, or can you tell?
From where we are, we really can't tell. They are surrounding an entire neighborhood right now. I don't know if they are focusing on one particular apartment. There were reports earlier that they were focused on a location that they were trying to raid, but now they are setting up a cordon and then blocking off several streets in the area. But from what we can see, beyond the cordon, there are flashing lights, but frankly, we can't see anyone moving into a building, let alone what is going on inside the building.
As we talked to our chief